Beneath the cold, unending expanse of the world's oceans, a hidden intelligence rules, silent, coordinated, and impossibly precise. Orcas don't rely on brute force. They bend the sea itself to their will. Here, the ocean isn't just a habitat. It's a battlefield where every decision matters, and the smartest predators claim the ultimate prize without a sound. Welcome to the secret world of the ocean's ultimate hunters. In the darker subpolar waters, Chinook salmon serve as the vital fuel for resident orca pods. These fatty, protein-dense fish support the massive energy requirements of an orca's 15-pound brain, providing the stamina needed for a life of constant travel. The pursuit is a masterclass in sonar. Using echolocation, the whales pick out a single fish and herd it toward the shallows where its speed is neutralized. Then the orca delivers a tail slap, a kinetic strike that sends shockwaves through the water, leaving the salmon stunned and drifting. The whale then finishes the job with almost no effort. This isn't just a physical act, it's a sophisticated use of fluid dynamics. They apply this same caution to stingrays, using water pressure to flip and disorient them, thereby avoiding the lethal, venomous tail spine. This represents the pinnacle of orca hunting, the perfect marriage of physics and biology. It's a risk-averse strategy that prizes knowledge over violence. The great white shark has long been the face of marine ferocity, reaching lengths of 20 feet and weights of 2 tons. Armed with elite sensory receptors and lightning-fast reactions, it usually navigates the open sea with an air of untouchable confidence. Yet, the hierarchy of the sea is shifting. When orcas arrive, the great white's dominance vanishes. The orcas don't rush in blindly, they utilize a specific biological bypass. By flipping the shark onto its back, they trigger tonic immobility, a state of total paralysis that leaves the giant helpless. With surgical focus, the orcas extract the oil-rich liver, the shark's most nutritious component, and often discard the rest. This isn't about pride, it's about caloric efficiency. In every corner of the ocean, these quiet shifts in the food chain are redefining the world beneath the waves. Humpback whales are the titans of the sea, reaching 50 feet and 44 tons. They are symbols of grace and endurance, known for their haunting songs and vast migrations. However, the presence of a calf changes the dynamic, attracting the attention of the ocean's ultimate strategists. In these rare confrontations, the orcas ignore the massive adult and focus entirely on the mother-calf pair. They don't attack directly, they stalk from a distance, learning the mother's rhythm. They weave in and out, creating turbulent currents that slowly separate the calf from its mother's side. Exhaustion eventually sets in, and the calf loses its protective escort. In this moment, the orca's patience pays off, turning the open sea into a prison of their own making. Even with gray whales, orcas show a preference for nutrient-dense tissues, proving their role as the ocean's most efficient consumers. On the desolate polar ice, seals might seem to have the upper hand. Weighing up to 600 pounds and insulated against sub-freezing waters by dense blubber, they are a primary energy source, often making up 60% of an orca's seasonal diet. Despite the high caloric payoff, these targets are elusive. Orcas don't just use brawn, they use surveillance. Scouts will break off to quietly peer over the ice edges, identifying the most viable target. Once a seal is spotted, a submerged signal summons the entire family to the staging area. They align themselves with military precision, keeping perfect intervals between their bodies. Swimming in unison, they generate a massive artificial swell, a wave wash, designed to sweep the seal into the water. If the ice flow is too sturdy, they use subsurface pressure to crack the foundation. If the seal manages to cling to the center, the lead orca directs the pod to push the entire flow into the open sea. They even utilize bubble curtains to disorient and terrify the prey. Once the seal is in the water, the chase is effectively over, but the event is more than a simple kill. In the Southern Ocean, matriarchs are known to intentionally decelerate the hunt so the juveniles can study the technique. It is a controlled, methodical demonstration, a living classroom passed down through the ages. Each hunt is a bridge between the survival of today and the memory of the next generation. Orcas and dolphins are distant kin, sharing high intelligence, intricate vocal languages, and unbreakable social ties. Usually, they inhabit the same blue corridors and hunt similar prey, maintaining a delicate, unwritten truce. However, when ecological pressures mount, that truce dissolves into a game of tactical calculation. In these instances, orcas exploit their massive 12,000-pound frames and generational wisdom. The pod operates as a tactical unit. One group creates a diversion to fracture the dolphin school, while a secondary team ascends from the depths to eliminate any path of retreat. Dolphins attempt to escape using their 20 miles per hour speed and legendary maneuvers. But their agility is eventually countered by the orca's relentless forward momentum. By applying surgical pressure, the hunters isolate a single target from its pod. Even between the ocean's two most intelligent families, the ancient laws of nature remain absolute. Sea lions, the bulkier cousins of seals, often feel safe on their rocky haulouts, unaware that the shoreline is not a fortress. A 800-pound sea lion possesses a punishing bite, but its safety is an illusion. Just beyond the breaking waves, a pod of orcas waits in total silence, monitoring the shore for the slightest lapse in the colony's vigilance. They wait for the outliers, a stray juvenile or a distracted adult. When the moment is right, the orcas launch a high-speed breach, using their massive weight to surge onto the shoreline. A heavy impact to the sea lion's side is usually enough to daze it and drag it into the deep. Once in deep water, the sea lion's agility is useless against the formation. The pod closes in from all sides, creating a living perimeter that blocks any path back to the rocks. It is a slow, disciplined finish. This is a coordinated exercise in collective restraint led by a dominant matriarch. It serves as a grim reminder that in the wild, the places that feel the most secure are often the places where vulnerability is most exposed. Across the ocean, from salmon-filled shallows to ice-choked polar waters, orcas demonstrate a simple truth. Intelligence, coordination, and patience are more powerful than raw strength. Every hunt is a lesson in physics, biology, and strategy, a reminder that in the depths of the ocean, the smartest predators do not roar. They calculate, they wait, and they strike with perfection. In this hidden world, survival is measured not by force, but by the knowledge carried from one generation to the next. Don't click off yet. If you love our videos, subscribe now and hit that bell. And wait, there is more videos for you right here on the screen. Just click on the one that grabbed your interest and enjoy. See you there.